On this episode of the Hockey Card Show, we talk red lights, the double C, and we will guarantee you we're going to talk about the Moose. Moose. This episode of the Hockey Card Show is brought to you by Ice Hot Hockey. Ice Hot Hockey is 100% hockey cards for the hardcore NHL fan. You can check out all their auctions over on their eBay homepage. Just search for Ice Hot Hockey. Hi, welcome to the Hockey Card Show. I'm Justin Kendrick. You know Darren, we call him Dick.
Hello there.
We're going to sit back and crack some packs of hockey cards, talk some hockey. That's what we like to do.
We sure do.
We're going to start this mof off with a shot, though, because it's Christmas.
What episode are we at?
And 87.
87.
Hey, you know who's 87?
Sid.
That's right. I'm just going to do a quick little thing here. Last week we had the dead episode. We had a bunch of deceased, past people. I say we failed to mention Pat Burns because that's always happened between our filming. So I just cheersies to Pat Burns.
Cheers to Burnsy.
My dad had a jersey. It was blank growing up, and he'd always tried to figure out who was going to put on it. It was between Potvin and he was going to get Burns put on it.
That would be cool.
He ended up not getting anything, but...
Speaking of jerseys, well, if they find the person that stole those jerseys out of his wife's car, they should castrate him.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing a pack of the 91-92 Upper Deck Collector's Toys. These are the guys that they can be really, really bad. But there's also some gems in here, like the Fleury jumping over the boards. There's the Rob Blake, I think it was Rob Blake, skating, or the stopping of the snow. So there's gems.
Yes. And I'm going to do, for the first time, 97-98 Donruss with the Big E. So, yeah.
So, I got that going for me.
My first card's nice.
I got a few more because I expect to be shitty ones in here. Starting with Stu Barnes on the Winnipeg Jets. No idea he played for the Winnipeg Jets.
Yep.
I understand Buffalo and Dallas.
Yeah, Canadian national team.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Uh-huh.
I just know him as honestly mostly Buffalo guy, but because I thought he went there maybe twice, or maybe it was Dallas twice. But whatever. Stu Barnes,
yeah, pesky little guy. Yeah, he was all right. Oh, these are the 75 anniversary ones too, right? The 75.
I don't know. Sure.
75.
75.
Okay, we can talk about my first guy a little bit. We've had him many times, so we don't want to spend too much time on him. But I have old Porcupine Hair, one of the best defensemen of all time, Raymond Bourque. I'm not sure who that Boston goalie is, so I won't even mention him in the picture. But anyway, yeah, Ray Bourque, bunch of Norrises. It was amazing. Sweaty palms. Like I said,
Big Porcupine Hair.
Yeah.
Love him.
He was awesome.
Alexander Semak, or Semek, probably Semak.
Semak, yeah.
This has got the Kolababa at the bottom of it, which is kind of cool.
I thought they had those, yeah. Yeah, Semak, he was...
Moscow Dynamo?
Yeah, Semak was decent.
Trying to think. Was he a Winnipeg Jetter as well, or no? Where am I getting that from?
No, Semak. Did he play for New Jersey, or is that Kasatonov?
That's a hell of a question.
I can't remember where Semak played. Not to be confused with Seaman.
Nope. No, he's doing pretty good this year, though, Seaman.
Seaman?
Yeah. He's doing well.
Yes, he is.
I think goals and points, either leading the Caps. I'm pretty sure leading the Caps goals.
What can you say? Okay, we have another guy that we've had many times before. I think we had him in the summer for our Peterborough Pete's episode. We kept getting all those guys, former Leafs and former Pete's. So here's former Pete, Mike Ricci, who looks to be giving, I don't know if that's Eric Lacroix or who that is, but he gives him the bum rush. the low down, the maybe the Heimlich.
The down.
But anyway, Mike Ricci here with just starting to grow his hair out. Obviously, like I said, played for the Petes, drafted high, blah, blah, blah. Went over to Quebec in the Lindros trade. I said, we've said everything there is to say about him. If we keep getting him, he's going to become a member of our drink list.
We've had this card before. It's a Matt Sundin.
Yeah, I was going to say, that looks familiar.
Flying through the air. Doesn't even look like him. I was at a Leaf game recently. It was Leafs Oil game where they got lit up 5-0. Hey, Leafs just scored. They're coming back 4-2. Callio. But I guess some people will view it differently, but there was a guy walking around with a Sundin jersey and he had masking tape X'd them out on the back. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's 100% warranted. I know you were at the game where he came back for the first time and it was fairly cheers.
Oh yeah, there was a standing O in the one commercial break, and then obviously I didn't see it on TV because I was there, but I think the TV cameras came back on and we were still cheer. I cheered. I applauded him. Then he had a tearful moment on the bench, I think, and
I was just a little
stood up and did one of those. And why would you put an X over it? Yeah, sure, he kind of was stinky, kind of the way he said, I won't be a rental player, and then he was. But for everything he did for that franchise, despite the fact he didn't put him over the hump to win it, but who has in 43 years, why would you put... It doesn't make any sense.
I was surprised to see. I tried to take a picture. I probably had it on my phone, but he was fuzzy. The guy next to him was clear, but it was like... Really, man? Like, come on.
Really?
There's a lot of other people you could put an X over your fucking jersey for.
Oh, yeah. You could, if you were in Cleveland, you could put an X over LeBron. I get that.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
Actually, that was the same night.
Was it?
The LeBron night.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it was close there for a little while, and then we're off topic, but LeBron and the boys kicked ass. Anyway, okay, so I have Chris Gratton here. Number 77. I have two 77s. Oh, there it is, yeah.
Fucking really, man.
Exactly. Is that a Kessel jersey?
Yeah.
Nice picture. Good call. Chris Gratton here with Tampa Bay Lightning. Obviously, Chris Gratton played junior in Kingston when I was my last year of high school. And then the year after that, was drafted 3rd overall behind Dag and Pronger and one ahead of Korea. And then went on to play for a piss load of teams. Tampa Bay, Philly, and then I lose track. Tampa Bay a couple of times, maybe 3-4 times. Florida's in there. Who else did he play for? I don't know. A bunch of teams. I think he got over 1,000 games after all those moves. Had some decent skills, but I don't think he really ever panned out to what a 3rd overall pick should have. I think he had his best years in Tampa Bay. And then maybe that's why he kept coming back, but whatevs.
Washington Capital, John Druce.
John Druce. You know what John Druce is highly remembered for?
No, I've never heard of him before.
Yeah, John Druce had one exceptional playoff year.
Really?
With Washington, and scored a
there you go. After a strong performance in the 1990 playoffs, Druce earned a full-time spot with the Caps, finishing 4th in team scoring.
Yeah. I can't remember how many he scored, but in the 1990 playoffs, as I was saying, he scored a bunch. He was like Chris Kontos.
That's for
people that remember.
Yo Cali Yo.
And then he went into broadcasting. Druce was on like Sportsnet or TSN for a while, and then I don't know what he's doing now. Yeah,
no idea.
Okay, I have this is interesting.
It's nice
because it's like nice.
Oh, dude.
What did I just say? Rewind the tape. Mark Messier here, the Moose, at the microphone, and not crying, with Vancouver. And Canuck fans, you'll remember he came there, did very little, and left. Kind of not the greatest part of his career, I would say.
No, I'd agree.
For an exceptional career. What is he, 2nd overall in points and 2nd overall in games played?
And isn't it that his points barely or doesn't even equal... No. Never mind.
Where are you going with this?
I thought his points didn't even equal Gretzky's assists.
I don't know.
I'm probably off here.
Well, he's got 1,800 and some odd points, I think. And Wayne had...
Probably like close to 900 goals, but not probably 900, right? 808 plus like a few more.
Wayne has like 893 goals and...
I don't know. I don't know where I came that from. Got that from?
I don't know.
You know what's exciting? I think this is the first time we got a Mark Messier card.
I think we had one a couple seasons ago in a Team Canada jersey.
Huh.
Of those.
Oh,
of those.
yeah. Because a few, probably a month ago now, we had that, we had a Mike Renano reference somehow. And we said, I'm not sure if we got a Mark Messier, because we like to talk about the big elbow.
Where he went on the stretcher? Yeah, but it was Messier that threw it, exactly.
I like Messier. I liked him more.
I like him too.
The funny thing was, I don't know, maybe because of my timing with the hockey, but I liked him when he was on Vancouver.
Did you?
I know he went with New York and all that stuff, but I liked him on Vancouver. It's like, yeah, Messier. It was neat. Maybe I don't know. Maybe because he was such a big guy, and I was
McGillney
like,
was there, right?
Is Burry still there?
Yeah, Burry was there.
I don't know. It was cool, but Messier and the big, the Lay's commercials, and maybe that was the thing. Maybe it's the whole
the stigma,
the boom, the Messier boom,
the stigma,
the stigma,
I don't know,
stigmata.
I don't know.
But I liked him. Whatever the Moose.
Yeah, it's hard not to like Mess. I like to tease him just for how much he bawled and cried.
Cries all the
got in the Hall of
time.
Fame. No, just in the Hall, and understandably so. He had an exceptional career. And who would have thought, starting your career, that you'd finish second all time and played with for a number of years the guy that would finish first. So that's pretty cool. That'd be like me and you going down and years later and being like the two greatest people to ever sit on a couch. Like you were number one and I was number two. Or I was number one and you were number one.
You were probably number one.
Yeah, but they don't really judge people for sitting on a couch. So
really awesome picture of him floating around too, of him and was it Webster in the locker room. You've seen that picture.
What's Webster from
name?
the TV show?
Yeah.
Manuel Lewis?
Is it him?
Yeah.
Or Gary Coleman?
Tiny
One
little
of the two
black
guys.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Both tiny little black guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Awesome picture. Hopefully it's up right now. That was literally an idea.
Yeah, Manuel Lewis.
Where he's got like a little tea towel on to cover his nuts, and he's got a beer, like a stubby in his hand, and the little fucker's right there. And Messy's like, ah!
Oh, really? I've not seen that yet. That's awesome.
Oh, I thought for the longest time, might have been Wyshynski had it on his backdrop for Twitter. Anyways,
great.
very long Mark Messier question, or card. Sorry. Anyways, Adam Crichton. No relation
Blackhawks,
to Michael Crichton, I assume.
No.
Whoa, he's from Burlington, Ontario.
Wow.
That's where I'm from.
Yep.
I didn't know. I think Eric Cairns is from Burlington too.
Really? And Eric Cairns was also a large man.
He's a gigantic
Adam
bastard.
Creighton's a big dude.
Hey, there you go. That's what I got.
The Blackhawks. I remember Adam Creighton mostly as a St. Louis Blue myself, but as a large man had some Team Canada. I don't know if it was the World Juniors. He played for Team Canada, maybe the World Championships. Anywho, Adam Creighton.
Burlington.
All right, you're drinking a Burlington. Well, I'm drinking a Mike Ricci because I had Mike Ricci once again getting Eric Lacroix from behind.
That's awesome. It's been a long time.
We haven't had a double card in a while. That's
There's
cool.
hardly been any
So
double
thank you, Don Russ.
Yes, absolutely. There's hardly been any double cards. Joggers, DeMayos, this whole
We've been shooting
year.
shots just for kicks.
Yeah.
No real reason. Like we need one. Anyway, so cheers to Mike Ricci.
Giddy up.
You know how to get her done.
Double C.
Oh, his last name? Oh, I get it.
I spilled everywhere.
Double C in his last name. That was good.
I'm laughing.
She's got the giggles. Yeah.
What are we gonna do with this shit now?
I don't know.
Teppo Newman.
Teppo Newman.
Here with your Winnipeg Jets, another Jets guy.
Yeah, long time Jet.
Solid defenseman way back in the day. Ended up in Phoenix, I'm pretty sure, right? Went over there?
Yeah, went with the team.
I don't know. Yeah. Just saying, I remember him on fucking Phoenix. Yeah, I think they all went to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dick.
Thanks, you dick. Finished up with Buffalo, right?
That did not help.
And had a pretty good career, Teppo. And he's pretty famous back home, I think, if I remember correctly. He's a Finn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tampere, Finland.
I think he's one of the more, maybe next to Jari, and he's one of the more well-known Finn hockey players. Probably just from longevity. He played a long time. So, been in Winnipeg, and our zero amount of Phoenix fans. You'll enjoy this.
Something just came to mind right now, but Winnipeg, I'm not sure if you've seen it on Facebook. There's a brand new Facebook page out there. Kind of an encouragement to get Winnipeg back. Obviously, those things kind of go on over the time, but I'll put a link down because it's kind of a big deal. I think it's kind of really just starting to get going, probably right around this time of airing or in a few weeks. But I'll put a link. You guys should check it out and like it up. And, Winnipeg. Everyone loves Winnipeg. Fuck, why
is it like a group or an event or?
No, it's just a group, like history and just trying to build some awareness, trying to get some hype again.
I should check my invitations because I never look at that shit. And I should.
It's there. I'm sure it's there.
Did you send it to me?
No.
How would you know? Did you stalk it? Have you know my password? All right.
Yeah, it's Dink.
No, it's not actually, because that would just be too obvious.
Whatever. Okay. You're saying that.
Exactly. I'm changing it right after this show. I have, with Grant Fuhrer in the background, Chris Pronger here with the St. Louis Blues. You know, Chris Pronger won a Norris, and he won the Hart Trophy with St. Louis. But, of course, he's traveled around since then, did not like Edmonton. And
wow, Edmonton's beautiful. I'm so happy to be here.
See you later.
Fuck
My
this
wife
shit.
hates it.
See ya.
But now, you see what he did just recently.
You know what? It's just so bizarre.
Sorry, Kipper.
I don't want to get too crazy.
You don't need to see.
But I was just thinking, because, anyways.
We're going back a few weeks, but
I was watching the game, and I saw it happen. And
it was on TV?
No, I was watching it on the internet last year.
Oh.
I saw it happen, and right away I thought, "Oh, that's the fucking Avery penalty."
And that can't be real. That can't be.
And
real.
then, whatever, 2 seconds later, the goal goes in. Buddy comes up and says, no. I'm like, yeah, man, that's the penalty. And that was the first time I ever seen it happen.
Yeah, it's the first time I think it has.
And then, Twitter fucking blew up, oh, Avery shit. And then it was awesome. And then, but then all of a sudden it was like, oh, you can't call that. And it's like, oh, well, he's got to be turned towards the goalie. It's like, that is some fucking horse shit when you do this.
Yeah, as a former goaltender, I would not have liked that. But then again, I would have. And Kipper was chopping him pretty good, actually.
See, I didn't see that part.
Yeah. And if you're rolling the clip right now, Kipper gives him a couple of good chops. Nothing vicious, but I would not have stood for that.
What, I don't know, man.
There's all kinds of tricks. So, it used to be guys would skate by, and if the play was in your end, you could, and I still do it in ball hockey, you tug on the guy's knob. You tug on the knob of the goal stick, and so it comes up off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just anything to distract him, right? Now, Avery obviously set the bar pretty high with the complete ridiculousness.
Yes.
And to the point where they implemented a rule right afterwards. But yeah, I loved Pronger's reaction afterwards in the dressing room. That was hilarious. See, I think Pronger, as much as he comes across as a bit of a dick...
He's a dick.
I think he's funny. He is a dick, for sure. But he's still... His skills have diminished. But he's still effective. And I think he's kind of funny. The same thing with the pucks last year in the finals. He's grabbing the pucks, and Adam Burrish said he's the biggest idiot in the league.
Yeah.
Adam Burrish.
I was fine
Who
with
are you?
him. I was fine with him taking... Yeah, and he said something like that. He's like, I'll be sure to look him up when he's in the minors next year.
Yeah, like I didn't even know that.
Something about the minors. Obviously, he's playing Dallas now.
Of course, yeah, and he won the cup, so...
The puck thing, fine with whatever. I can't stand his media scrums. I cannot stand
Really?
Because
he
feels...
that dick smirk on his face.
Well,
so, what did you see? You said that's what I did.
You know the guy that, a group of guys that tries to be funny, but he's always looking for you to laugh first, to know that it was a joke? That's what I get the feeling of Chris Pronger. He says something, and he thinks, oh, that's really funny. but he's looking. He's like, no one else is laughing,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, it's not that funny.
Exactly.
But then once he gets one, he's all like, yeah, I'm fucking awesome.
Exactly.
That's how I feel with Chris Martin.
Yeah, and that's kind of right, but
I don't know. I'm going off.
No, I like I said, I find him entertaining, and maybe I'm that guy. No, I'm fine.
You're pretty funny.
Sure. Anyways.
But I can say that about his media scrums. But I like that he's a dick when he plays. I like that he's tough and he cross checks you. Didn't he take out Crosby's tooth the first time he played in Philly?
Maybe.
Fuck, something shit like that. But
he had
I like him.
He got suspended in the playoffs before.
No,
just for,
fuck. Oh, he popped the guy.
Yeah, elbows and.
Who the hell did he pop?
Someone. He popped a Red Wing.
Anyway. Pronger. That's a hell of a card, man. Good time.
Yeah, good times.
I got Sergei Makarov.
Nice.
Here, also very similar to Sundin.
Oh, he's got the...
Diving.
Yeah, yeah, these are the ones, remember when... Was it Ken Sutton last year was giving the Blumpkins? There you go again.
But Sergei Makarov, I got Dick all on, so...
Well, Sergei Makarov won the Calder, and then they changed the rules.
Oh, the old guy, right.
Yeah, change the rules. Because he was part of the KLM line with Larionov and Krutov. He had a great international career and not a bad start to his career. Kind of just fizzled off and he went back over. But whatevs. The Fab Five Russians. I don't mean the ones on the Red Wings. Anyway, I have a guy here where you haven't never... I don't think we've ever had this guy.
No!
And were you and I just talking about this guy? Me and somebody were just talking about this guy. Whatever happened to him? Maybe it was me and you. I don't know. Maybe it was somebody else.
I don't know.
Anson Carter here with the Bruins. Before he had the crazy dreads, because I think he set the bar for the dreads before George had the cornrows.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anson Carter obviously had that huge wraparound goal in the 03 World Championships. That was awesome.
Just gonna say that's the last thing I remember him doing.
Well, he had a really good year for Vancouver the year after the lockout.
Wow.
I remember that, and then. I don't know if they didn't re-sign him or whatever, and I think he went over. And maybe is he still over? Maybe he's done. He's a couple of years younger than me, so he's about 35, 36-ish.
They shouldn't go over. They shouldn't do that.
But obviously Edmonton, Boston, Washington, he had the big trade there from Washington to Boston with him and Jason Allison and Jim Carrey for Ranford talking notes.
Wow.
But yeah, then he played for a few teams after
Buffalo,
that.
I think.
Yeah, I think so. He was on Buffalo.
I think that may be one of his last teams.
I don't know.
Or,
But yeah, then just...
Nothing. But it's funny. I mean, I totally remember that the goal
I
that
think
you're
he's
talking
from
about.
Agent Court or he's from Toronto.
He was all jacked up. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's the only two Carters in the league are Jeff and Ryan. So there you go.
I'm gonna say it every couple of years. I mean shows. Years. Every couple of shows that I should write for the Cards. The Bruins picked up Anson along with Jim Carrey, Jason Allison. Oh, and a third round pick. I didn't know about the third round pick. In exchange for Adam Oates, Bill Ranford, and Rick Tocchet. March 1st, 97. Okay, I would never write this.
Never mind. I take it back. I don't
adding about 20 pounds of muscle to his frame in the offseason, Anson enjoyed a smooth transition from Michigan State to the NHL.
20 pounds?
20 pounds of...
I got a guy here, Garth Butcher.
Garth.
Who I know from St. Louis. Did he have a small... did he play for Toronto?
A small stint, yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure many people from my work watch this show. But this is before my time. But for some reason, my boss had... people at my work called my boss Garth for Garth Butcher. And the thing is, he doesn't look anything like him. I have to find out some more about it, but apparently...
Why he got that nickname?
Why, yeah. I have to talk to Al. I think it was Al that started the whole thing.
Yeah.
You don't know Al. But,
no. Yeah.
Garth Butcher, defenseman, just a big...
I met your boss, so...
You have?
Yeah, we played hockey last year.
Oh, yeah, we did play hockey.
Yeah.
What up, Ken?
Okay. Garth Butcher, yeah. Yeah, Garth had an okay career. He was on the flashy Vancouver.
Wow!
Whoa! You should scan the back of that card. He's pretty excited. That's the most expression you'll ever get out of Garth, actually.
Yeah.
Because he was very humdrum.
Anyways.
Anywho. Yeah, did Garth Butcher not come over in the Matt Sundin trade? I think he came over with Sundin.
Yeah, it could have been.
Okay, I have Dwayne Rollison. Yeah, we babbled on about Messier and Connor. Let's speed it up. We'll wrap it up here. Dwayne Rollison here with the Calgary Flames. The Flamers, as I like to say. Rollison still kicking. 40 years old, or 41, still kicking for the Islanders. Obviously took Edmonton to the finals in 06. That was pretty nice. He's a Leaf killer. Doesn't matter who he's playing for. Anytime he plays the Leafs, he stands on his head. Oh, and he says that he loves to play at the ACC. Well, he stood on his head this year for the Islanders. Remember Tavares scored in overtime? You remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Anyway, Dwayne Rollison.
Montreal Canadian Tom Chorsky.
Yeah.
Right winger.
Played for New Jersey as well.
Canadians, Sherbrooke. That's funny how they do that.
Early, yeah. He went on
and then Canadian again.
Played for New Jersey as well. All right, we're speeding it up. Okay, I got a rookie card. All right, I got a Belleville plug. I got a rookie card for Sean Brown here, doing the Michael Jordan, his tongue in his mouth. Look at that.
Oh, I had no idea he played for them.
Sean Brown started his junior career with the Belleville Bulls.
Hey, that's a couple Belleville recently.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. It's nice to come back to Belleville. My Belleville friends, love you. Well, you're all right. Sean Brown, yeah, he went on to play for Edmonton, Boston, and he kind of fizzled off too. He played for somebody else as well. Jersey, maybe? I can't remember. But anyway, he went over as well. Swedish, Austrian, one of those leagues.
Austrian?
Nice. Is that a word?
I got Joe Ricci.
The Austrian league. Joe Ricci, not to be confused with Mike Ricci or Mark Ricci.
Keep this card up. Who's that guy with the funny face hitting the glass?
It looks like John Ogrodnik. Oh yeah, keep that card up. Is that John Ogrodnik, number 25? Ranger fans, help me out. If it is, it's late in his career.
That's awesome.
He's hurting, eh? That's Patty LaFontaine. Yeah. All right, who cares? Joe Ricci.
Joe Ricci.
We're speeding it up. Okay, this card might be the cream of the. What did I say a couple of weeks ago? Cream of some young guy. I caught it when I watched it back. Didn't mean to say that, but this might be the cream of some young guy. Thomas Vokoun, rookie card here with the Habs.
Hey! TiVo. Or in French, Tevo.
I forgot he played for the Habs too.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Oh, I knew he'd started
How did he end up there, Mr. Smarty Pants?
How did he end up? I think they drafted him.
No, like to Florida. I get how he ended up.
Oh, that's a good question. Who'd they get for him?
Yeah.
That's a very good question. And off the top of my head, I don't know.
That's okay.
But I'm gonna go with we're speeding up, so I can't remember shit.
Okay, I'll give you one last one.
Thanks.
But I'll go first. I got Red Light Racicot.
Oh. Nice.
Andre Racicot.
Nice.
Here with the Habs. He was one of the first goalies that
But you remember his name?
Yeah, exactly.
Just for that?
The whole red light part of it, and what's awesome is that it's Tikkanen fucking all up in his grill.
Yeah, exactly. Bum rushing him
in the picture, so that's awesome.
Yeah, that's going. Oh, and he's all depressed on the back. He's like sitting up against the boards, going,
"Can't believe I lost."
Yeah, backing up Patrick Waugh really sucks.
Well, the
team just seems to go to sleep when I'm in net.
I'm going to ask you a question. What qualifies a rookie year? 20 games?
Yes. It used to be.
Because this card, it shows 89-90, he played one game, and actually it says 0 wins, 0 losses, 0 ties, but 3 goals against for a 1385 goals against average. But then his 90-91, it was 21 games, and then he went down to Fredericton for 22 games, so I'm not sure.
It's technically his rookie card.
Well, I'm not sure if it is, yeah. But whatever.
And that's the thing, when
13.
Right around this time when the market started getting flooded with cards,
yeah,
and card manufacturers, you can attest to this, with Pro Sad and with the early scores and the new scores, the Panini look nice. But it was a bit of a wash as far as draft cards. And they still do it now. Cards released of guys before they'd ever played a game, but because it used to be, that is his first card. That was his first full season. You know what I mean? But whatever.
Sidebar. He's got 34 in his blocker. He wears 40.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that somebody else's?
Oh, they scored again. 3-4. Holy shit.
Somebody else's. Did you say 3-4?
Yeah,
somebody
3-4.
else's Furlan blocker. 34.
Hey Pat, can I borrow your blocker?
Who was? It wasn't even.
33.
Yeah, it wasn't even. Who was the third string there? JC. What's his name? Bergeron.
Oh.
Bergeron. Help us out here, Habs fans.
JC Chavez.
JC Chavez. Isn't he an NSYNC?
Oh,
Isn't he an NSYNC? No.
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He wanted to go to space.
He
Fuck.
was.
Don't you want to be an astronaut?
No.
Your mother's an astronaut.
Yeah, so was
What?
Lance Bass. All right, I have Ken Reggett, the card he gave me. Kenny Reggett here. I'd like to call him Red Light Reggett. Kenny Reggett, here with Philly. He wore that Cooper helmet with the mask that stuck out Billy Smith styles for way too many years, and he finally went to the more modern style. The thing I remember the most about Ken Reggett, other than, in my opinion, questionable goaltending skills, he was okay. But I was an Alan Bester fan, so he came in with Alan Bester with Toronto. He had one huge save off Gino or Paul Cavallini in the 87 playoffs when Toronto actually made the playoffs. Other than that, he had some questionable goaltending with Philly and Pittsburgh and some other teams. That's it. That's all I got. Kenny Reggett. Don't get me wrong, he's all right. Also sported the mustache.
Pistachios for everybody. 3-star selection, guys. That's Ice Hot Hockey, who's bringing that to you. They are 100% hockey cards for the hardcore NHL fan. Check out all their auctions over on their eBay homepage. You just got to search for them by store name using Ice Hot Hockey, all one word. Check them all out. Wicked shit. You know it. You love it.
You do.
You love it. You know it. Okay, I got. This is possibly the best top 3 of all time.
Okay.
Me first?
Yeah, you first, because mine actually is good.
Oh, I'm going number 3 with Red Light Racicot. Probably the number 1 nickname all time.
Or the ultimate goalie nickname you don't want to have.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
Really, honestly. Matt Sundin, because we love him.
Just why I could X him out.
Yep. And I'm going with Adam Crichton, number 1 star.
And the reason why?
The Burlington reference. I had no idea, man.
That's nice, because I get a lot of Belleville plugs, and you don't get that many Burlington plugs.
Ever. We don't have
nice.
a team. We got
Nice.
dick all, man. The Burlington, I think they were the Cougars, was like our...
What's in Burlington, really, though?
There's a big bridge. It's called the Skyway.
Where's the IKEA? Is that in Burlington?
Yeah, that's Burlington.
Yeah, I like to go to the IKEA. That's about it.
Boom.
Boom.
Hey, you want to go Kia? IKEA? Burlington.
Yeah. You got a Mandarin or two?
There's 2 malls. The lakefront's beautiful.
You got a
Spencer
Mandarin?
Smith. Yeah, we do. Yeah. We've had it for a long time. One of the first.
One of the first.
We have a Don Koharski's.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, it's a
It's a donut shop?
No, it's a batting cages, and they have a couple like floor hockey like rinks or whatever you want to call them.
Nice.
Koharski's.
But I like Burlington just because it has the Mandarin.
Hey.
Okay, as much as I'd like to get TiVo in here because he's active and it's his rookie card, I'm not going to. So, 3rd star for me is Chris Pronger with the Hall of Famer Grand Fear in the background. 2nd star is Porcupine Hair Ray Bork, one of the best defensemen of all time. And 1st star, even though he's a Canuck here, the Moose.
I like it. I like your 3 stars. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, I like how you got Andre Red Light in there.
Oh, that's
sweet.
Wicked, man.
Sweet.
That kind of stuff
Sweet.
gets me all tingly.
Hopefully this show wasn't too long. We did babble on about Pronger and Messier probably too long, but
That's the shit that we haven't done in a long time, though. It's been a
we
long time
probably
since
had
we've done
too many
Bandwidth.
cocktails, so
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Upset. Friggin' loudly.
Maybe I'll throw a card. It's been a while.
See, we're the opposite. I have like to force an F-bomb.
You have to force it?
Well, I don't have to force it. I have to just let everything go. Because I got kids, right? So I'm constantly like, don't say that. I can't say that.
The thing
as
is,
I want
I have dogs, and they're
okay with the
what the fuck are you doing? Fuck.
Yeah,
And it goes on all the
I
time.
know.
Plus, I work construction.
Yeah, I'm like shit mouth at work and then bring it all back. Nice.
Nailed
All
it.
right.
You try and nail it. I love how you not flip cards.
No, because
This
I
is gonna
can't.
be the worst ever. He goes.
Man, I can't flip
flips like
cards.
a girl.
I can't flip cards.
If you want one of mine, you're all shit.
No, hold on. I'll find somebody shitty in my pack. Oh, I had a bunch of my pieces. No, I throw balls.
Okay, let's see. You get it. Anyways, cheers, guys. Thanks very much for checking out the show. Hope you have a great day. And cheers. Bam. There was no tea. It's 4-4.
Oh, holy fuck! Good thing you didn't do that chug.
Yeah.